How to draw a milkshake. Welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. Today I'm going to show you how to draw this cute little milkshake with colored pencils. I'll show you how to do this step by step. This is an easy drawing lesson for kids, beginners, and kids of all ages. Hi everyone, welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. My name is Rain. In this series, Alphabet Soup, we choose a letter from the alphabet and we draw food that starts with that letter. So let's draw. This is what you'll need for today's drawing. You're going to need a piece of paper. I have my dollar store drawing pad here. It's 11 inches by 8.5. You'll need a pencil and an eraser. And if you have an old paintbrush lying around that you've never used to paint with, it's great for dusting off your page. Now for color, today we're using coloring pencils. I have a nice yellowy orange color. You could use plain yellow. I have pink, red, oops, one of my pencils, there we go. I have a pale blue, it's actually called sky blue, and I have a brown color. I also have my black Sharpie marker, and as usual, my black fine-tipped marker for outlining. So why don't I clear off my page and we can begin drawing our milkshake. Now this is Alphabet Soup, and we always write out the name of what we're drawing. So this is a milkshake. We'll write a capital M and a small m. Now let's write a capital M again, I, L, K, S, H, A, K, and E. Milkshake. There we go. Wouldn't you like to have a milkshake right now? I would love to have a milkshake right now. Okay, so we're going to have a strawberry milkshake, I believe. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw the whipped cream. Now, I'll show you how to draw the whipped cream. Kind of maybe in the shape of a bean, little bean, kidney bean or something like that. And then another one on top. And then one like that. That's the top of our milkshake, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to draw the glass. Just like that. Okay? And then, of course, the stem of the glass like this. Okay? Now, we want to put a cherry on top and a straw. So why don't we do the straw first? And the straw can kind of come out on the side here. Like that. Actually, that looks more like a candy cane. I'm going to erase that. That's not what my straw should look like. It's going to come out a little like this. There we go. That's better. I didn't want to put a candy cane. So we're going to put a cherry on top. So we're going to draw a round circle out here, which means we have to erase everything that's inside of that circle, okay? Because the cherry is on top. There we go. And the cherry has a little round circle on it, and we're going to put a little bit of a stem coming out. And I'm just going to draw a line, okay, because we don't want that stem to be very thick. Now, we're going to draw two eyes. With some pupils. And a big smile. Okay? Now, usually on milkshake glasses, they have little etches on them. Now, first I'm going to just close up the bottom like that. And then here's what I mean. They have little lines on the glass that go like this. And I'm just going to do 3 of them. And I want to make sure that line doesn't go through the eye or through the mouth like that, okay? Do you see what I mean? So that's basically our drawing of the milkshake. So what we're going to do, my dog is growling, listen to that. What we're going to do is we're going to outline everything, okay? Except for the stem, we're going to outline everything. So I'm going to start with the straw that now looks like a straw instead of a candy cane. Now I'm erasing my pencil marks. I'm not going to outline that little circle either, okay? I'm going to erase all of my pencil marks. So it's okay if, my dogs are so loud, if I don't follow my lines, that's okay, because I'll be erasing them. Okay, now let's just do all of these lines here. And like I said, I'm going to be careful. I don't want that line to go into the mouth or into the eyes. I'm kind of changing the position a little bit here. So that's everything that's outlined, okay? I am going to erase all of my pencil marks now, but I want to make sure the ink is dry. Now I am going to erase that little circle and that stem, because I know I know they're there, but I'm going to erase the pencil marks anyway. And I'll show you what we're going to do right away so we don't forget about them, okay? Oops. There we go. There, I've got all my pencil marks erased. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our brown color and we're going to add the stem of the cherry. A little line just like that, okay? And then I'm going to take my pink color, and where we had that little circle, I'm just going to draw a little circle of pink. And there we go. That's all I'm going to do for that. Now I'm going to start with the straw. I've got that yellowy orange color, and I'm going to start coloring in the straw. There we go. Now, when you use coloring pencils or colored pencils, you don't have to press down hard because we can add layers like this. We're adding a second layer of color. That means we're coloring it in a second time, and that way you can get the colors that you like. Instead of pressing down hard and breaking the tips of your pencils and getting your hand all tired, just add 2, 3, 4 layers and you'll get the color that you want. There we go. That's a nice bright orange, orangey yellow. I like that. So now I'm going to take my dark red and I'm going to color in the cherry, but I'm not going to color in that little pink spot there. See, I'm kind of going around it. Cherries are usually dark red, so that's why I'm coloring in the dark red. Okay, and I'm going to go over it a second time, so that means I'm coloring it in, I'm adding a second layer of dark red. There we go. Now why don't we take our pink color and we'll give that little pink circle a second layer, and I'm kind of going around it and all over the cherry because that's going to kind of blend in the color nicely. One of my cats is really meowing out there. I don't know if you can hear him. He's looking out the window and he's making noise. Okay, so I still have that pink color. So I want to color in the entire glass pink, okay? But before I do that, why don't I take the pink and add a light layer to the middle part of the whipped cream. Now I'm not going to add layers to the whipped cream. I want this to be nice and subtle because whipped cream is usually white, but I don't want to leave it the page color. You know, I want it to be a different color. And remember we had that very pale blue here? There goes my other cat. I'm going to color in the top of the whipped cream with that pale blue. And I'm going to color in the bottom layer of that whipped cream with the pale blue. And it's very, very, very light. Like I said, just to give it a little bit of color, because the whipped cream is usually white. That's it. That's all I'm going to do there. And what I'm going to do is color all of this in pink, because I think we're having a strawberry milkshake today with a cherry on top. So the whole glass is going to be pink. Just try not to get any pink into the eyes and into the mouth or into the stem, okay? We're going to color that stem in that pale blue color. So let's be careful here not to get any pink in the eyes or on that whipped cream, because I don't want any pink in the whipped cream there, at least not that layer. There we go. If it were up to me, I would probably have a chocolate milkshake, but I wanted to use my pinks today. Okay, so what I'm going to do is give that pink a second layer, adding a second layer of color, coloring it in a second time to make it a nice deep pink color. See the difference between one layer and two? There's quite a difference, isn't there? There's some noise outside my window today. My neighbor is doing a little bit of construction, so you might hear some banging and some drilling and sawing, and not much I can do about that. I could close my window, but it's such a nice day. I wanted to keep the windows open today. There we go. So that's my second layer. I might just do a quick third layer today on this milkshake. It's looking pretty delicious. There we go. So now I'm going to take that pale blue color and I'm just going to color in the stem, that pale blue. And I'm going to do a second layer. I'm going to color it in a second time. Just like that. There we go. So we're done coloring. Now we can add a little bit of detail. The first thing I'm going to do is the eyes, but I need to put a little scrap paper underneath my page here, because if not, the Sharpie marker will go through to the next page because it's a very heavy marker. So I'm going to color in the pupils black with that Sharpie. Just like that. There we go. And I'm going to take my fine-tipped marker and add some more details. Now on the straw, I kind of wanted to do some detail, you know? A lot of straws look like this. They have little lines on them. So that's what I'm doing here. Just giving a little bit of detail to the straw. And let's see, I think our Milkshake is going to be a she today. So I'm going to give her some eyelashes. Okay, and let's give her some cheeks. All we have to do is put little semicircles on the edge of each side of her mouth. Maybe some teeth too. Kind of a line in the middle and some lines going down. And she can wave at us. There we go. And there's our little Milkshake. That was fun, wasn't it? A nice little quick drawing for today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, my friends. Now don't forget, sign your work. You should be very, very proud of the beautiful work of art that you just created. I really hope you enjoyed this lesson, and we will see you next time on Alphabet Soup. Thanks for watching. Bye.